Stop. Right now. Don't move your finger. Don't scroll past this. This is not a video. This is a warning from the throne room of heaven. And you have exactly 24 hours. My child, listen to me very carefully. Heaven just paused. The angels stopped moving. Your name was spoken out loud, not whispered, spoken. And a file with your face on it, was opened. A clock started ticking. 24 hours. That's all you have. Don't you dare skip this message. Don't blink. Don't look away. Because what happens in the next 24 hours will decide what happens in the next 10 years of your life. You think this is coincidence? You think you just stumbled onto this? No. You were pulled here by something bigger than you. I know you're tired. I know you've been crying in secret. I know the bank account is empty, and the body is breaking, and the nights are long. But if you walk away from this message right now, you will lose the one thing heaven is trying to hand you before the door closes. Stay with me. Don't move. Don't scroll. Because I'm about to tell you what this 24-hour warning is about, and why out of millions of people on this earth, it was given to you. My beloved child, before I tell you what heaven is about to do, I need you to know something. I see you, not the version you show the world, not the smile you put on at the grocery store or the I'm fine you tell your kids when they call. I see the real you, the one who wakes up at 3 a.m. with your heart pounding, wondering how you're going to make it through another month. The one who sits at the kitchen table, staring at bills you can't pay, even though you did everything right. You worked hard. You were honest. You gave to others. And somehow, you still ended up here. Broke, tired, invisible. I know about the nights you cry in the bathroom so no one hears you. I know about the shame you feel when your body won't do what it used to do. When the mirror shows you someone you don't recognize anymore. When you wonder if you've become a burden to the people you love. My child, I know about the loneliness. The kind that sits in your chest even when you're surrounded by family. The kind that whispers, nobody really sees you anymore. Nobody really cares. And I know about the prayers. Oh, the prayers. You prayed for help. You prayed for healing. You prayed for a breakthrough. And nothing happened. Or so you thought. But listen to me very carefully. You didn't fail. You endured. You didn't get forgotten. You got tested. And the reason you're still here, still breathing, still listening to my voice right now, is because heaven has been watching you the entire time. Every tear you swallowed, every bill you paid with money you didn't have, every night you went to bed exhausted, wondering if tomorrow would be different. Heaven recorded it all, not to punish you, to promote you. Because, my child, you are not random. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. And this 24-hour window that just opened over your life, it didn't open because you're weak. It opened because you're ready. Ready for what heaven has been holding back until this exact moment. But I need you to understand something. The reason this warning came now, today, in this hour, is because there is something trying to stop what's about to happen. Something that knows your name. Something that has been whispering lies in your ear for years. You're too old. You're too broken. You're too late. And if you listen to that voice for one more day, you will miss the door that heaven is about to open. So stay with me. Don't move. Don't scroll. Because what I'm about to tell you next will explain why your life has been so hard and why that's about to change. You want to know why this warning came to you? You want to know why you, out of all the people scrolling right now, were stopped in your tracks? Let me tell you something that's going to shake you. The pain you've been carrying, the delays you've been suffering, the loneliness that's been crushing your chest at 3 a.m, none of that happened because you're weak. None of it happened because God forgot about you. It happened because you're chosen. And the enemy doesn't waste time on empty vessels. Listen to me, my child. If your life has been harder than others, if the wait has been longer, if the betrayal cut deeper, if the money ran out faster, if the sickness lasted longer, that's not proof you're cursed. That's proof you carry something the kingdom of darkness is terrified of. You think David became king the day Samuel poured oil on his head? No. He went back to the sheep. He ran from Saul. He hid in caves. He waited years, because the crown he was going to wear required a foundation that could hold the weight of it. You think Joseph walked into Pharaoh's palace the day he had the dream? No. He was thrown in a pit by his own brothers, sold like cattle, falsely accused, locked in a prison and forgotten. But every single betrayal, every single delay, every single night in that cell was building the man who would save nations. My beloved child, delay does not mean denial. Pressure is not punishment. Pressure is proof. You have been in the furnace because God is purifying gold, not burning trash. You have been in the wilderness because God is building a deliverer, not abandoning a failure. You have been in the waiting room because the door that's about to open requires a version of you that didn't exist 3 years ago. And here's what heaven wants you to understand right now. The same pain that almost destroyed you is the exact thing that qualified you. The betrayal that broke your heart broke the curse off your bloodline. The financial collapse that terrified you collapsed the ceiling that was over your family for generations. The loss you thought would kill you killed the old version of your destiny so the new one could be born. You are not a victim. You are a cycle breaker. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. And the 24-hour warning you just received is not a threat. It's an announcement. Heaven is about to respond to the injustice. Because heaven doesn't just explain your pain, my child. Heaven answers it. My beloved child, now I need you to hear something that's going to shake you to your core. Heaven saw it all. Every lie they told about you. Every betrayal they wrapped in a smile. Every manipulation they disguised as love. Every door they slammed in your face when you were at your lowest. Heaven saw it, and heaven recorded it. Not one tear you cried in secret went unnoticed. Not one night you stayed awake, broken and confused, was forgotten. Not one moment of your suffering was wasted. It was all written down, in the books of heaven, with your name at the top. Now listen to me very carefully. The people who hurt you, the ones who used you, drained you, lied to you, and walked away when you needed them most, they thought they got away with it. They thought their season of hiding would last forever. But my child, their season is over. I'm not going to call their names. You already know who they are. But what I will tell you is this. Heaven has issued a verdict, and the verdict is final. What was done in darkness is being brought into light. What was hidden is being exposed. What was stolen from you is being returned. Not because you begged for it, not because you fought for it, but because heaven ruled in your favor. You don't need revenge, my child. You don't need to plot or scheme or chase them down. Heaven already handled it. The justice you've been crying for in the middle of the night, it's already in motion. Right now, as you're hearing these words, the scales are tipping. The tables are turning. The enemies that stood against you are losing their strength. One by one, piece by piece. Their power over you is crumbling. And you know what the most beautiful part is? This justice isn't just about punishing them. It's about freeing you. Because for too long, you've been carrying their weight. Their lies became your shame. Their rejection became your doubt. Their betrayal became your fear. But heaven says, enough. That weight is being lifted. That chain is being broken. That curse is being reversed. What was against you is losing power. What belongs to you is finding you. The blessings they tried to block are breaking through. The opportunities they tried to steal are coming back. The peace they tried to destroy is being restored. And my child, I need you to understand something. This divine reversal isn't happening because you're perfect. It's happening because you're chosen. You were chosen to break the cycle. You were chosen to carry the light. You were chosen to rise when everyone expected you to fall. And heaven will not let that calling be buried by the people who never understood it. So right now, in this moment, I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to release them. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Heaven's justice doesn't need your anger to work. It just needs your faith. Stay with me. Don't move. Because what I'm about to tell you next will show you exactly what this divine reversal looks like in your life. My beloved child, I need you to hear this with your whole heart. The season you've been trapped in is breaking. Right now. Not someday. Not eventually. Now, heaven just declared it. The financial suffocation you've been under, the weight on your chest every time you open the mailbox, the shame of saying no when you want to say yes, that ends within this 24-hour window. I'm not talking about millions falling from the sky. I'm talking about flow, ease, doors that open without you having to beg, checks that come from places you didn't expect, opportunities that feel like they were custom-made for you, because they were. Listen to me carefully. Within the next few days, you're going to see something shift. Someone is going to reach out. An idea is going to drop into your mind. A door you thought was welded shut is going to crack open, and you're going to feel something you haven't felt in years. Hope, real hope, not the kind you fake for other people, the kind that makes you breathe deeper. This is not luck, my child. This is alignment. You are stepping into divine timing, and it's not just about money. It's about peace, the kind of peace where you sleep through the night, where your mind stops racing, where you stop feeling like you have to fight for every inch of ground. Heaven is restoring your dignity, your stability, your security. The people who abandoned you, they're going to see you rise and wonder what happened. The ones who doubted you, they're going to watch in silence as your life rebuilds itself, not because you're showing off, but because God is showing up. And here's what most people don't understand. This new season doesn't come because you worked harder. It comes because you finally stopped carrying what wasn't yours. You let go of the guilt. You released the people who were draining you. You forgave, not because they deserved it, but because you deserved freedom. And heaven saw that. Heaven recorded it. And now heaven is responding. The 24-hour warning isn't just about what you could lose. It's about what you're about to gain. But here's the part most people miss, and this is why the warning exists. You have to be ready to receive it. Because when the blessing comes, if you're still holding on to the old pain, the old people, the old patterns, you'll sabotage it before it even lands. That's what I need to tell you next. How to prepare your hands to catch what heaven is about to release. Stay with me. Don't move. Because what I'm about to say will determine whether you enter this new season or watch it pass you by. My beloved child, now I need you to listen very carefully, because what I'm about to tell you will decide whether this 24-hour window opens wide or slams shut in your face. Heaven is not asking you to do 100 things. Heaven is asking you to do 3. And if you cannot do these 3, then everything I just told you, everything heaven just unlocked, will slide right past you like water through your fingers. Are you listening? First, for the next 24 hours, you must stay still. I don't mean physically. I mean spiritually. Don't panic. Don't run back to the people who drained you. Don't pick up the phone and call the ones who abandoned you, begging them to come back. Don't reopen the doors you finally had the strength to close. Stay still. Let heaven move. Let the angels work. Let God rearrange what you could never fix on your own. Because here's the truth, my child. Your movement, your striving, your desperation to make something happen has been blocking what heaven is trying to bring to you. You've been so busy chasing the blessing that you keep missing it when it walks right up to your door. So stop, be still, and watch what happens when you finally get out of God's way. Second, don't argue with what heaven is doing. I know it doesn't make sense yet. I know the door that just closed felt like the one you needed most. I know the person who just walked away was the one you thought you couldn't live without. But heaven sees further than you do. Heaven knows what's coming around the corner that you can't see yet. So when God moves someone out, don't drag them back in. When God shuts a door, don't break the hinges trying to pry it open. Trust the hand that's guiding you, even when the path looks dark. Obedience unlocks what understanding never will. You don't need to know why. You just need to say yes. Third, when heaven prompts you, respond immediately. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Not when it makes sense. Immediately. Because this 24-hour window is a test. It's a test of your trust. It's a test of your faith. It's a test of whether you're really ready for what's about to be handed to you. And here's what most people don't understand. The blessing doesn't come after the test. The blessing is released the moment you obey. So, if you feel a pull to forgive someone, do it now. If you feel a push to let someone go, release them now. If you feel a whisper to speak a word of faith over your life, say it out loud right now. Don't wait. Don't question it. Don't analyze it to death. Just move. My child, I need you to understand something. Heaven is not playing games with you. This 24-hour warning is not a metaphor. It's not motivation. It's a real, live, ticking clock. And when it runs out, the door closes. The angels step back. The opportunity moves on to someone else who is willing to respond. So I'm asking you, right now, will you stay still? Will you stop arguing? Will you obey when heaven speaks? Because if you will, then everything I promised you, everything heaven just opened for you, will begin to manifest in ways that will leave you breathless. But you have to move now. You have to respond now. The clock is ticking, my beloved, and heaven is waiting for your answer. My beloved child, we've come to the end of this 24-hour warning, but this is not the end of your story. This is where it turns. Right here, right now, in this moment, you were warned because you are still wanted. Let that sink in. Heaven didn't send this message to everyone. It sent it to you because your name is still written in the book, because your destiny is still active, because the door is still open. But my child, that door won't stay open forever. The 24 hours are ticking, and what you do in the next few minutes will tell heaven whether you're ready or not. So I need you to do something right now. Not tomorrow, not later. Right now, go to the comments and type these exact words. I receive this warning. Don't just read it. Type it. Because when you type those words, you're not just leaving a comment. You're making an agreement with heaven. You're saying, I'm awake, I'm listening, I'm ready. And heaven responds to agreement. Next, I need you to share this message. Not because I need views, but because someone in your life, someone you know, is standing at the edge of their own cliff right now. And this warning might be the hand that pulls them back. When you share this, you're covering them. You're becoming a messenger. You're letting heaven use you. And beloved, when you let heaven use you, heaven opens doors you didn't even know existed. Now, one more thing. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notifications. Because this 24-hour warning is just the beginning. Heaven has more to say. And if you're not subscribed, you'll miss the next message. The one that goes even deeper. The one that tells you exactly what's coming in the next 30 days. The one that reveals the sign you've been asking for. Don't leave now. This is where it turns. This is where your old life ends and your new life begins. I know you're scared. I know you've been hurt before. I know you've heard promises that didn't come true. But my child, this is not a promise from a man. This is a warning from the throne. And when heaven warns you, it's because heaven is about to move. So stay close, stay connected, stay ready. Because in the next message, heaven goes even deeper. And you don't want to miss what's about to be revealed. Don't scroll away. Don't close this page. Your 24 hours have started, and the clock is ticking.